I can't. I mean, I can tell that it helps because I've been playing a lot of that negative resistances with fire. It helps, but it's not like earth shattering. And I'm at like negative 45 fire resistance.
So
Enemies have
so
negative.
the thing is I have a lot of negative resistances.
Yeah.
Like I'm not without negative resistances. Like let's say like a plasma blast, which doesn't have any negative res on it whatsoever. So I have 15 penetration for fire automatically, 48 penetration for lightning automatically, and 54 penetration for lightning automatically. So I've got a pretty hefty amount of penetration. Then I go and I got like these support gems, so like the cold penetration is an extra 30. I've got like the fire penetration, which is an extra 30. I could also throw on the lightning. I mean, these are support gems though, and they take up support slots. So I could be using something else there, I guess.
Take care.
I mean, also on the tree, like, I got what, 15 there, which is to all elements. I also have 15 there and 15 there, which is to cold and lightning specifically. I don't have one for fire. Oh yeah, I was literally just about to give this, which penetrates 15% more of lightning.
I'll unburden you.
30% increased chance to shock with 15% lightning penetration. I think maybe penetration is not the way to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I've got a lot invested into it, and it doesn't seem to be doing as much as I would have hoped.
I mean, Path of Exile 1 is not the same, but let's take a look at Path of Exile 1 and let's see how elemental penetration works
put this to use
in PoE 1 and then, like, get an idea. Level 20 elemental penetration support has a lower penetration. That's not what
Take care.
Mechanics. This is the actual elemental penetration support. This is not
Who goes there?
at all.
Blessings.
Okay, so here's a formula from. It's an interesting formula. About Elipin and you're spreading yourself. The chart you posted actually shows diminishing returns on elemental penetration, saying the more resistance the enemy has, the better it is. AK going past 0 is not beneficial. Basic math here. If an enemy has a base resistance of 50, it means they're taking 50% of positive damage. If you penetrate or lower 25 of that, they might take 75% damage doing. If you penetrate another 25, they're now taking 100% of the damage, but that's only 33% more than they were taking in 25. Yada yada yada. I don't really agree with that. I was under the impression that penetration stops when the monster's resistance has reached 0. E.g. if a monster has 0% resistance because of a curse, the penetration wouldn't do anything. No, it keeps going past 0. Do you have any information or confirmation? Where's the source?
They could make this class. I was fighting these things in the ground city, and they've got all these water spells. That would be really cool to have a water-based class.
How does elemental penetration interact with overcap max resistance?
I would only slow you down.
Penetration means your resistance is treated as lower than its actual value for a specific hit. If its penetration is 25% cold resistance, then your cold resistance against non-hit is treated as 25 lower. I was actually just thinking about this, like, in terms of universality. Right? So, like, if I have the third penetration on its health, versus if I have the penetration on the skill. The penetration on the skill only works on the skill, but the penetration on the attack, like on the bow, when I put it on the crossbow, It's gonna work for everything. So like there is certain ways to think about it, but I think it's just better in general to have it on the crossbow than it is to have it on the skill. Because then even when I'm firing a fire skill, for instance, like the explosive arrow, it's still doing cold and lightning, right? So it's still gonna get like that way I don't have to have it on the actual skill. It does free up support gem slots too. So that's probably so probably putting 2 of those in the crossbow is probably the way to go. Which means I need to get another one.
Yeah, because it's almost like the damage modifier goes through the crossbow first, and if it's on the crossbow, you're always getting a chance at that.
Well, every attack, basically is going to get the effect.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mad that they got this little cool little circle right here, and it's got lightning pen on this side, it's got cold pen on this side, but then it doesn't have the fire pen on the other side. Like the fire pen is just missing.
Yeah. I noticed that.
It's rude. Yeah, I think I need to grab this pen right here. Oh, also so I think that pretty much confirms I'm going to put this soul forge opening in here. I think I need another soul forge. That way I can pull both of these 30% reductions from the fire penetration and the cold penetration, and only keep what I'm actually interested in. It'll free up support gem slots for other things, which is really what I'm interested in. That way I can get more damage from some of the other support gems, or more effects in general. So, I mean, obviously I could keep them in there as well, and get even more damage. I mean, right now with that net new gem I'm sitting in, they list the penetrations on here for everything. So 93 cold penetration, 60 fire penetration. Where's the lightning penetration? It's not written there. Huh. I mean, it should be doing lightning damage. It's doing 3,937 lightning damage, which is a pretty hefty amount. It's just not listing the lightning penetration for some reason. Oh, here we go. 84% lightning penetration. So we're cooked. We're overcooked essentially for negative resistance for some of these. In fact, I could probably dial back on some of these. Fire needs more.
Switch some of them around, yeah.
Fire needs more, so we might have to keep the fire penetration in the fire skills. The cold res and the lightning res are currently like overcooked. Like they should be breaking everything down below 0 at this point. If you can go below 0, which I don't even know if you can. Let's see
That's
here.
the question of the hour is, can you actually break the resistances all the way?
I don't know. Oh, I need to increase the quality of this. Let's get the quality up. The blacksmith whetstones. That's going to increase the physical damage pretty considerably.
I shall overcome.
That brings me up to 122. That's not bad. Oh, that's nuts. It's like 10k right now when it switches over to, I think is that cold? 11.47k when it switches over to lightning. Fire is probably going to be the least of the ones for that. Oh, 13,676 when it switches over to cold. Oh man, that's a lot. Okay, we definitely bumped up on damage. think our survivability went up a little bit too with the gloves. Big gloves. They're very nice gloves. I like big gloves. They're very pretty gloves. I don't know if I want to corrupt it. That's too much of a game. Big gambling.
I've tried 4 things and I have not had one go my way yet.
I mean, it could get an extra sock. I mean, I don't know if penetration goes into the negative. Does PoE to elemental penetration go into the negative?
Cut you down.
Exposure applies first, then penetration. So if a mod has 50% payment, the lower exposure that applies negative 20 and 60% everything. So the mod resistance switches to 0. T minus 20 equals 30 minus negative 30, but since penetration is 0, so it would just be 0. But if the mod had 0 elemental res, then it would become negative 1. So anything with more elemental res than exposure can only be brought to 0.
What is exposure?
Exposure is the whole thing that like makes the monsters. So like a lot of things come out of exposure. I don't have enough stats to so if you look at oils,
I have it, I just don't know what it does.
my oils you made applies fire exposure. It lowers resistance. It lowers the resistance of the monster. People are saying that fire exposure does bring them down below the negatives, but the problem with fire exposure is it doesn't bring them down enough, which is part of the problem. So like if a monster has 50% resistance, then you're not going to bring them down to the negative because it's going to be difficult. I mean, it seems like pretty much all you need is 50 for the most part, but that doesn't necessarily say that all you need is 50. If, like, maybe there's a monster that's higher than 50, like bosses probably have higher than 50.
No, sure, yeah.
Lethal.
Well, I'm overcapped by a lot, apparently. Let's go play with it. Let's see how it works. Let's go play. I mean, it sounds to me like I probably don't need an amazingly large amount. But at the same time, it also sounds like if I put 2 of those Topinate gems in my weapon, I could pull a bunch of the stuff from the other places, and I would be in a good position there as well. So, like, I'm not screwed either way, because I still need, technically, to have those. But, at the same time, like, you know, it's one of them things where, you know, you're looking at it more like, well, do I want to do it this way or that way, is really more what it is.
Yeah.
And I think if I do it the Topinate way, if I put 2 Topinates in the weapon, I can free up a bunch of passive points on the tree, is basically what I'm looking at. And then I can use those passive points somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Oh, that's why I keep switching. It switched me off of my shot. I was like, why am I punching stuff? Good lord. I think my damage shot way up.
Yeah, that's sick, nasty, man. You're not in like regular map, not you're in cruel.
I mean, this is a tier 2 map, and I just like fired one
Yeah.
shot, and the monster just instantly disintegrated. So
Yeah.
Who goes there? I'll unburden
yeah, the
you.
monsters are just like instantly falling down. It's great.
Sands guide you.
It's a pretty impressive damage bump. I mean, you can feel it. I went
Yeah,
up.
that was noticeable.
Yeah, I think changing out some of the gems would have a huge effect too. See, what I could do is I could go with things like, since I'm not technically worried about all the penetration anymore, I could go with other things like the patchy ground to get like the chilled ground since the monsters are slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
I could maybe go with some of the other stuff that adds extra damage when I like kill frosted enemies. Scatter shot. I guess start going with some of the other things like the forking and whatnot. I'm curious though if like, because I came across a couple monsters that were highly resistant to specific elements, if like just, you know, on those specifically will I have pretty much no problem. You know, it might be
I
a,
don't think you'll have trouble with it.
well, I had an issue with it before, that's what I'm saying. So like maybe
But I've hit some. I'm fire damage mostly, and I hit them with fire damage. I've hit a couple fire damage resistant ones there. I mean, it was a little bit slower, but it wasn't like, it was like 2 more shots. It wasn't like anything drastic.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking for resistances is like when I was doing the chaos runs, there was a mod in there that gave the monsters like 50% all res basically.
Mm.
And I was thinking that could be
Need something?
like in that situation, it would basically allow me to choose that and then still bypass the 50% increase in their resistances.
Yeah. So you're not really getting a negative. You're not really getting an element.
Yeah, I mean, well, if they have 100% res or whatever, like then then I'm still reducing them by the appropriate amount.
Take this!
What's up? What a joker! Put that ring in lightning to cold, and when I have a massive amount of lightning, it just has even more cold. Sturdy crossbow.
Yeah, they are.
Fast fake bows. Fake bows, radioactive fake bows. Does whatever a fake bow can. Well, you look just all kinds of nasty. Night Ribs the Tormented. What's up, Night Ribs? A Vow Orb, a bunch of gold.
You again. The
374
fool under the
accuracy.
hooded one's sway. Do you even know
What did I think of the Game
he
Awards? I
is?
didn't watch the Game Awards. There were
No,
Game
no.
Awards?
You'll find my king far more capable than Count Geonor. My king, take the power you were promised. Put an end to this nuisance.
The second of the
What about the other two? Go do it again. See, now you got me good. Diablo 2 was at the Game Awards?
the era of the fun.
We had Game of the Decade? So now you're making me curious. I'm going to type it in. Diablo 2 Game of the Century?
Use escape.
$2024 winners list. Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, yep. Makes sense. Astrobot won a Game of the Year. What the hell is Astrobot? A game that I've never heard of is the one that won. Astrobot is Game of the Year.
The second of the
PS5.
bow before your king.
The Medicaid who once vowed
The era of the Baradun is now. The Barakets will pay.
The Christmas Gift and Decor Show is this weekend at the Kentucky Expo Center. Over 700 booths filled with holiday decor, crafts, jewelry, clothing, toys, and so much more.
We will have what is ours. For my people, the era of the Baradun is now.
Apparently it's a platform. Platformers are fun. I mean, I played a lot of Mario games and other platformers. I guess it's a platformer for PlayStation specifically. Apparently a lot of people are saying they love it. I mean, I've never freaking heard of it. I've never played it. Like, it's on a Sony console, so it might as well not even exist to me because I don't play on Sony consoles. But, yay for them.
Who goes there?
I don't think that a platformer
I
should have
shall
won
put
over
this to
like
use.
some of the other games that were in the genre this year, but like Black Myth Wukong probably deserved it, to be honest.
Alan Burden.
Was it good? I never played it.
Yeah, it was really good. It's like a, honestly, I hate to say this, but it's like a better version of Elden Ring.
Gotcha.
less, I don't know. Just it was like Elden Ring, but it felt better. I don't know how to explain
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
Like less gimmicky, like we're trying to kill you all the time, and more like getting to
Sure.
the heart and core of what makes Elden Ring special. I mean, for a game, it also has a lot of like myth and lore, which is really fun to read. I did like a whole video where I literally just read all the lore. It didn't.
Yeah, that
I
is
spent
cool.
like 8 hours reading all the lore, and I did like an 8-hour stream, literally, where I read the lore like for I'm not even joking, like 8 hours straight. And by the end, my voice was hoarse, and like I wanted to get off. But like it was cool reading all the stuff, all the little articles and whatnot. Apparently, a lot of it is like folklore from like Chinese history. Like you know what the funny thing is like, you know how a lot of people will be like, oh, another Chinese knockoff, right? Like the whole thing is like the game's not a knockoff. It's the first time I've actually ever seen Japan, Japan. First time I've ever actually seen China make a product that was like a homebrewed product, like something from their history that they created themselves. Like it's literally the Chinese like mythos of like the Chinese gods and the demons and like all the little creatures and whatnot. And it works beautifully. Like it's a great story to like read and play with and just like go over all the little details for. Like they got like, you know, like Aesop's tales where like there's always like a moral to the end of the story. It's kind of like that. Like there's always like a moral to the end of the story when it comes to the stories. But the morals are sometimes often very, you know, like, wow, you're an idiot, or like, I can't believe he did that. Like, moral of the story, don't trust people, or something like that. It's like, like they're pretty crazy.
Never leave your wife in another man's yard or something stupid.
Like there was one story about a guy who like got fed up with his wife not having sex with him, and I'm not even joking. And he went and got a concubine. Turned out the concubine was a demon, and like it was like some moral of the story. It was like, you know, be satisfied with your wife or something like that. It's like, Can I please tell you a way to unlock tier 2 maps in the end game? To unlock it, all I need is a waystone for tier 2. I mean, you're supposed to do the tier 1 maps 10 times. That gets you your passive points. Usually in the process of doing your tier 1 maps, you will get a tier 2 map at some point. You can buy the maps from What's-His-Face, or you can craft them. You can take 3 tier 1 maps and you can put it in the forge and you can turn it into a tier 2 map if that's what you want. Also, there's passive tree points. Once you complete your 10 tier 1 maps, they give you passive tree points. And there are options that you can select that make it more likely that you'll receive higher tier rewards for your maps. So instead of low tier maps, you'll get higher tier maps. I mean, it's up to you if you want to go that way. Oh, a boss. What's up, my lady? Man, them grenades smack. She ain't having a good day with them grenades. They smacking all her HP down. Oh no, she doing some things I don't like it. Ow, that hurt. See, that's what I get for talking smack. Now she's doing like some fancy stuff. Ah, she spawned a bunch of little baby snakes in me. Get up now, little baby snake. Little baby snakes. Get away from me, little baby snake. Little baby snakes. So many little baby snakes. Get on out of here. Oh, she dropped me a tier 5 waystone.
Yeah, so we're...
I seen that too. That's fancy. 2 to 42 lightning damage. Bow. And it's like, meh. That was fun. D3 is 4 out of 10. D3 has some good features. I mean, I've always said that D3 has had good features. They just ruined a lot of their stuff. Honestly, I think D3 was ruined by the fear of the developers when they got freaking lawsuits. Because D3 didn't start out like the worst thing in the world. It really only started to become the worst thing in the world when the lawsuits started coming in from their little auction house that they decided to do, and all the problems that there were with it. And they were taking a cut of everything, and then I think they lost a whole lot of money on it, and they decided to just completely back out that particular type of style of game. And unfortunately, D3 just made a lot of bad choices. 4-player teams is a really bad choice. I don't know why they decided 4-player teams was a good idea. Not being able to take your mercenaries with you outside of town when you're in a group was also kind of stupid. I don't know why they decided to do that. I know why they decided to do like personal loot, which pretty much nobody likes. There's like a very select few people that actually enjoy personal loot, and it's not a good system. And no matter what game you play, like it's just a terrible system in general. And then like, I wonder if I should bring these back and like start storing them. The other thing is that like they made a lot of silly decisions for things like the sets they made way too overpowered, and they never backpedaled on it. Like they should have started backpedaling when they realized that the sets were ridiculous, and they never did. They had a really good system in the unique items, then they completely like dwarfed the unique items by making those stupid sets until the point where basically the unique items were trash. Like why? There's certain decisions that developers make that I just can't understand. And it has to do with the fact of spending large amounts of effort for something that you're just inevitably going to throw away. I mean, think about the uniques. You know how much effort
they do it
and
in
time...
MMOs all the time.
Well, you know how much effort and time they put into creating those uniques, the names for them, like the whole 9 yards, everything. They spent so much time on it, right? And then what happens? Well, what did they do? They just like completely made it so that they were useless. So why spend a large amount of time just to, like, throw something in the trash? I'd be like if I spent like 3 or 4 hours making like some really good baked mac and cheese, and then I just take the baked mac and cheese and dump it in the trash can. Like why would I spend all that time and effort for something that I'm not going to eat or even give away to anyone else or even let the dog eat for that matter? Why would I spend all that time to cook it just to throw it in the trash can? And that's how I felt about a lot of the stuff, the weird decisions that they make on Diablo, like art style. Like when I was looking at Diablo 4 and I used to talk about like how the icons were so small and like you couldn't see the art. Why spend millions of dollars, like for your art director and your artists to draw and create all this custom art for all of your pieces of equipment and then make every single item this big so that you can't see the artwork?
Goodbye.
Yep.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why go through the process of actually creating that artwork in the first place if you're just going to make the artwork so small that nobody can see it? And there's like decisions like that all across the board, like with Diablo 3 and even in Diablo 4, that I have to wonder, like, why are we going down this road? Like, I don't get it. The clan window in Diablo 4, it's so basic. It's like the most basic clan window I've ever seen. They put like no thought into it whatsoever. The items being so common that everybody has them. Like I don't know why. And that's one of the reasons why I think there's a lot of people who play Diablo 4 who will never want to play this game. And it really just has to do with like the rarity of items. Like if in Diablo 4 you'll have like 10, 20 of a specific unique item at some point while you're playing. Like you'll be throwing them away because of how like how common they are. And in this game, like you find a unique item and you immediately like put it in the stash as like a treasured possession. There's just small decisions across the board that they made that are just, and I understand why they made them. I guess there's some people out there that just like, oh, I've been playing for 3 hours and I've only gotten like 1 unique item ever, and then there's other people like in Path of Exile 2 that are like, oh man, I've been playing for 3 hours and I already found a unique item. And it's the same exact thing, the same exact drop rate in both games, and the same exact, like game even sometimes, but the mentality behind the player is completely different. So like you just say it differently. You're like, oh man, I only found 1 unique item in 3 hours. Or, oh man, I finally got 1 unique item and it only took me 3 hours. And it's a really good one too. I mean, Diablo 4 kind of addresses that in another way, which is to make the really good unique items very rare. So instead of the item being rare, the quality of the item is rare. So like you can have the item in your hand, but like, yeah, that's a doo-doo version. Like that's like the doo-dooest version you could ever get. Yeah, that you got one, all right. Yeah, oh yeah, man. I think that one was made by a 5-year-old with sticks and glue. Like, what do you mean? Well, the unique effect is as low as it can possibly roll, and I'm pretty sure that somebody smeared poo on it. It's like an odd mentality of, you know, like trying to reward the player by just simply having the item drop more often, but having like tons of rolls on the item, so it's more rare. And I don't. They have a Diablo 4 has a really big issue with understanding what rarity is and what rarity means, and how you make an item rare without making it impossible to find. There's like some sort of weird boundary that they just don't understand, and they haven't been able to figure out the entire time that Diablo 4 has been up. Is when they make an item rare, it's always too rare, and when they make an item common, it's always way too common, and there's no in between. It's either it drops all the time everywhere, please get it out of my house is starting to fill up with unique items, I literally can't close my door anymore, or it's so rare that literally no one has seen one, and people write a news article about it when it actually falls. Like, they don't know how to do, like, something in between the two. And I mean, it's always kind of bothered me because they don't understand how to do rarity properly. I mean, and the moral of the story is that when they make the item rare and it ends up being too rare and nobody can find it, what ends up happening is the community backlashes because nobody can find it. And then instead of actually just fixing the rarity so it's actually possible to find it, what they do instead is they just make it so common that everybody has one in their hands so that the community stops complaining. And it's really stupid. Like, you didn't have to do that. All you had to do is tweak the drop rate a little bit so people could actually find it. Like, they're not asking for handouts. They just want it to be possible to find it. Like, we would like it to be possible. Okay, and then it's like 300% like increase in drop rate, like to the point where literally everyone has one. Like if it's a ring, you got like 3 rings on each finger and they're all the same ring. You're like, I wanted it to be able to find one, but I didn't need 30 of them. Like, I mean, I put them all on, but I can barely grasp my sword anymore. I got like claw hands.
Do not wander.
Alright, so I decided I'm gonna like start storing up like crossbows so I can.
The sick man of the earth. Bow before your king.
Charged arrow.
The mannequins will pay. The punishment is now.
Submit. You are finished.
For my people. Justice. Vengeance. Doom of the desert.
Storm.
pay! My God, man! Reprisal!
We're running out of time. End this.
Will not win!
What are you doing?
Go, my queen! I don't have time for this! Stand! Bend to my will! Impede my enemies!
From above.
The Mannequins will pay! Our gift to you! I call the winds! The Manifest will pay! Our gift to you! Our gift to you! The Paladin is now! The Manifest will pay! Wings, come here! I will erase you! Block out the sun! Our gift to you! The Manifest will pay! We will blot out the sun! Our gift to you! Wind, to me! The era of the Paladin is now! We will blot out the sun! Our gift to you! You will be forgotten!
Storm.
The Paladin is now! Our gift to you! I call the winds! Haste! Hate! Die!
Oh, fucking got him.
Suck 'em up!
Yeah!
Accomplished nothing. Oriana will prevail, and the Fire dragon will rule the Vespiri.
Ooh, that was close. Fucking ass, stupid.
This is not over. Not yet. I return you to the embrace of death! It is done. The war is over. I have given him an honorable death. This may prove to heal the wound between the Ferdan and the Marraketh. Return with me. I must address my people.
Oh, I hope it's good. We'll have the hooded one identify. The hooded one shall identify. Where's he at? Where'd the hooded one go? Oh well. See what we got.
The past continues to influence the present.
Got some bleed and thorns. Meh. That'd be like a good barb or a warrior. All right, all right.
I hear you. All right. Take care.
My worst fears have been realized. The beast is beyond our means now.
Who or what are you?
You're right. I have not been entirely forthcoming. It is time I told you who I truly am. I am a god. I am the thief of virtue. I am sin. And I have failed once again. It was I who created the beast. The seed of corruption that now threatens to grow anew. And it is my responsibility. As it is my creation that once again threatens all Vraklast, it is by my hand that it must be contained. All I can ask is that, knowing who I am, you still see the importance of our task. The beast has grown beyond our ability to contain it. We must search for something greater than we currently possess. Something that can drain its power and bring it back to a more manageable form. While I slumbered under the numbing effects of corruption, there was an empire that mastered the use of that deadly energy. We must go to the jungles of the long-ago Val. Their ruins may yet hold the secrets we need. That is where we must go, to the sunken city of Exile. It is our only hope.
It doesn't matter what you've done. Only what you're going to do about it.
How can I advise you?
What is it? Yes, we can take you to the edge of the desert. Then we will continue to track the beast. You must find a way to contain it. When we find out where it is being taken, we will seek you out. Until then, may the winds ever be calm on your backs. You have...
The beast has grown too powerful. We can no longer contain it through mortal means. There was once an empire that embraced corruption. They studied it, mastered it, and became the greatest civilization the world has ever known. But it led to their destruction. Our allies will continue the pursuit of the beast, but we shall undertake a different search. We must go to the ruins of the Val Empire, in search of a weapon against the coming cataclysm. Exile is close. Be careful. The Val heavily relied on the use of corruption. Their lands may still be dangerous.
What are your skills now on average?
I don't know. Have to check. I mean, I got some plus the skills. I got like +3, but they're all 15 with +3.
I mean, like your. Oh, okay. So I was wondering because like I'm just now getting level 14 gems.
You know what I was thinking of doing? I was thinking of like, I wonder if I could make it bleed. It'd be kind of neat. Like turn the cluster grenade into like a way to like poison and make the monsters bleed and like.
I wanted Blood Mage to be decent, but it's got so many bugs. It's terrible. So basically, if you take the ascendancy point, and a lot of people did, you kill yourself casting spells.
I mean, yeah, you gotta have some way to recover. That's the key.
Yeah, but they said it's so bad though that there's really no. It's too harsh. It's the debuff is too strong, and for some reason they have not fixed it yet. Maybe it's not too strong. Maybe we just don't know, you know.
Bursting Plague. Sounds kind of neat. I was thinking about turning it into like a poison skill. Just to have like a whole nother element just for lulz. Put like Envenom in there. I could put like Corrosion, and we could also put Plague.
Yeah, there's one that lets your poison hit twice. That's really strong.
Oh yeah?
So you get 2 stacks of poison instead of 1 shot, 1 stack, because you only get 1 stack of poison.
75% more magnitude. Trigger targets can be affected by 1+ points from supported skills at the same time. More mobility. I like that. Does that go on there? Of course I made it in the stash, so it went in the stash. God bless it. I'm gonna start fighting folks. Where is core morbidity? I don't see you, core morbidity. The hell? Oh, not Korg. No, it's not there. I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Didn't go in the ability, did it? No. Corrosion. I don't know where the hell it went. Alright, there we go. I got core morbidity on there. Let's try that. Core morbidity. Alright, where are you at? I think I'll teleport to you.
We strayed from
The
the route
Molten
marked on our
Vault.
map, driven further afield by painted men with savage intent.
Ready to murder
Tonight,
this guy?
For reasons I
Yeah,
cannot
my job's to
fathom, we
look
have been
cool
granted a
while
brief
you do the work.
reprieve.
I'll make
Our hunters halted at the edge of this marsh, unwilling to pursue. They watched from the trees as we threaded the narrow band of solid ground between desert and swamp. I know not what they fear, but we must brave the unknown if we are to reach the encampment at the ziggurat. Through my spyglass, I see nothing ahead. The waters lie still, and the muddy banks between seem clear. Yet my nerves burn with the unmistakable sense of being watched. There is no one, no thing, but this silence feels alive. We have no choice but to run for it.
First a barren desert, now a festering swamp. Oh, how Storm call! fury! From above! Got no pack space for that.
Bitch. See you, bitch.
What have you learned?
I will tell your tale, Jingak.
Removes random modifier.
Do not wander.
Can't put that in my stash or what?
Use escape.
point. No chance. Storming arrow! Stay light, stay alive. Overcome. Too slow. Rather not break my back.
What of you?
Hello. for a story?
treasure hunters. Buzzards picking at the corpse of Rayclast.
What kind of stunt was that, traversing the marsh? Have to be smarter if you're to survive. As quartermaster, I'll do my best to keep you alive. I can buy what equipment you find, or sell you what others have unearthed before we ship it back to Kingsmarch. If you disappear in the jungle, I'll also be the one to note your death in our logs. You're welcome.
I can
All right.
smell the fear on him. How unbecoming.
Hello there. I'm Alva Valai. Sorry about Oswald. He can be a bit rough with the newcomers, but he's really not a bad sort. In any case, we can always use another pair of hands around here. Welcome. Good luck. Bye.
She's friendly. A bit too friendly.
Somewhere in this region there were sophisticated canals and waterways. We might be able to use them to drain this lake. We must hope that the mechanisms are still functioning, despite their age. It is the only way to reverse the drowning of this once thriving city. The first step in our search for the secret knowledge of the Exile. Whatever it takes.
How can I help? Oh, I like this one. Anything else you'd like to be rid of? Let me take that off your hands.
That'd be good. It's a great sword rank.
Monsters gain 20% increased kill speed.
Until next time.
Escort the stone statue. Okay. Holy Jesus, I got jumped on by like 3 monsters at the same time.
You're the one who waded to the undead in the marsh, eh? Truly you need a guide. Luck's on your side today, friend. I am such a guide. Maybe I can help you survive.
These towers put
Not all
cold
tribes
my lightning
in this
exposure
region are
on me.
so
I have to put
friendly.
lightning exposure on me.
the water.
She has wisdom to share.
Martin Henshaw.
Bandagian Biara. Level 67. We can go try the other one. 67-3. Oh my god. Let's go, buddy. Come on.
I shouldn't assume this is anything like the forests back home.
Finally.
Storm point!
Yeah, extra. They give you a well, you know it's the boss when they give you a well. Oh, another 15% chance to cause bleeding on a hit, 10% increased charge range.
This must be poor Survey's son.
This is my son. When he did not return from the jungle, I feared
What if better was
but I
easy?
still had hope. The warring tribes have taken that hope away from me. Curse the Azak, curse the Orc, and curse this day. Promise me, you will not tell Apus his father is dead. Let him remain a child for one more day.
It's not very good.
Take this!
no pack space for that. That would only slow me down.
How can I...
Hello there. That's quite pretty.
Chaos damage bow.
Seems like a good deal. That's quite pretty. Bye.
We've been clashing with the Orc tribe for generations, but their real fight is with the Azak, and them are losing. The Orc worship the three-headed snake. Evil in the shadows, Mike.
Okay.
Still alive. Don't eat anything colorful.
Use escape.
sight. Point. Stay light, stay alive. Stay alive. rather not. I'll break my back.
What have you learned?
Hello there. Oh, that's quite pretty. Ooh, I like this one. Good luck.
Okay, now he rolls. Okay. God, fuck off.
such a creature, but you left me with little choice. That would only slow me down.
Nice.
Charged arrow! Rather not break my back. Best give the hives a wide berth. Take this! only slow me down. Stay light. Stay alive. Storm point!
Fucking pussy.
The Auroch are truly terrifying to behold. I suspect their canine features result from genetic mutations, perhaps born of the cataclysms that reshaped these lands. Their tribesmen are savage. I rarely leave their territories without scars to show for it. Yet they hold a knowledge we Oriathans have long since abandoned. Our high-born civilization prides itself on its advancements, but remains woefully primitive in matters of the spirit and the natural world. For all their brutality, the Auroch live in harmony with the forces of nature. And perhaps they have no choice, but I wonder if we are the fools for believing we've transcended it. Better to live with nature than to die defying it.
That would only slow me down.
Greetings.
Hey. Oh, I like this one.
Guild member slots. How many guild members can you have? Is there a limit? I don't even know. Alright guys and gals, I'm gonna head out. As always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos. Be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you enjoy the content, or the follow button over there on Twitch.
I could do without the attention.
And as always, keep watching.
I love a lot of things about Mixup. I have been using Mixup since 2006 when I back in residency. It helped me pass all my boards.
Prepare yourself. Still alive, I see?
Take
Next
care.
time. You may not be so lucky. Meet your end. Bones that writhe in the dark. Keep my weapon at the ready. Storm point!
Oh,
Hey. Anything else you'd like to be rid of? Let me take that off your hands. Good luck.
What do you...
Fetch me!
nowhere to run. Rather not break my back. That would only slow me down. Take this! Stay alive. That would only slow me down.
How can I?
Hello there. Oh, seems like a good deal. good deal. Oh, I like this one. Good luck.
Drink this. A foul brew, but you'll thank me if you survive.
nature's fury. I can't do that here.
Hello there.